gunshots shattering the serenity of a Sunday morning church service.
Bam, bam, bam. He just kept pulling the trigger.
Police say Emmanuel Sampson shot and killed Melanie Smith as she walked to her car.
He had shot the first lady in the back, in the parking lot by that green Explorer. Then he turned around and rolled her over and shot her in the face.
Then Sampson went inside Burnett Chapel Church of Christ and opened fire.
You're just sitting there on the church pew and you heard 3 shots?
We heard 3 gunshots and we thought they were firecrackers and stuff. And then we shut the door and somebody said, "Get down, get down."
Police and witnesses say an usher confronted the disabled gunman.
He's the hero. He's the person that stopped this madness, and so we're very, very, very grateful to him.
Good always wins. You know, we can definitely say God was with us last week.
22-year-old Robert Caleb Engel returned to his church on Sunday for a prayer service. Just a week earlier, police say a gunman opened fire on parishioners at Burnett Chapel Church of Christ in Tennessee. Engel is credited with stopping the attacker, who police identified as 25-year-old Emmanuel Sampson, after he allegedly shot several people inside the church.
Keep everyone in your prayers, and believe it or not, please keep Emmanuel Sampson and his family in your prayers right now as well, while they're trying to put pieces together and whatnot. And he's a victim as well.
39-year-old Melanie Smith was killed in the parking lot while walking to her car. But Engel has been praised as a hero for preventing more lives from being lost. Cops say he took on the gunman, causing Sampson to shoot himself in the chest, ending his rampage.
Everyone in this church is a hero. God was most definitely the hero.
Gunman opened fire last night inside Emmanuel AME Church in Charleston. CBS 2's Amy Johnson is live in the Satellite Center with the very latest. Good morning, Amy.
Good morning, Sharon. Police have now released pictures of that suspect and his getaway car he used to escape that deadly scene. Now, this is the suspect captured on surveillance video at the church. Police describe the suspect as a 21-year-old white male with sandy blonde hair, 5'9", with a slender build. He was driving a black 4-door sedan. Now, we are told he sat in that prayer service last night for about an hour before opening fire, killing 6 women and 3 men. One of those men has been identified as State Senator Clementa Pinckney, who is also a pastor at the church.
Live from Sky 5 up above Geneva Presbyterian Church in Laguna Woods, where a mass shooting happened around 1:26 this afternoon. That is when the call came in to Orange County authorities. We are learning few details at this point about the victims, but our Carlos Saucedo is live on the ground with what information he can provide on that so far. Hi, Carlos.
Good afternoon. That's right, a heartbreaking tragedy here in Orange County. We know that multiple patients, multiple victims were transported to area hospitals. At least 2 of those victims brought here to Providence Mission Hospital. Now, their condition is unknown at this hour.
Lunch never got served at Mount Washington Missionary Baptist Church Monday because 2 men didn't come in peace. They were armed and upset at one of the volunteers here, all because of the way he looked at them.
There's a way to solve whatever issue you may have, and it's called conflict resolution.
Pastor Willie Thornton says while a member of the group tried to talk to one of the suspects, the other went and shot the volunteer in the torso, with a crowd of 15 or so watching. That volunteer is now fighting for his life in the hospital.
If we don't feed the homeless, then who will?
In Kansas City, Andres Gutierrez, KSHB 41 News.
Officers raced to several entrances at New Life Church, while others guided worshipers to safety. A tent converted into the triage center. Even more searched the grounds for more gunmen.
At this time, there is one suspect, but we're looking for others.
The gunman opened fire in this parking lot on the east side of the church, shooting 5 people. One died at the scene. So did the gunman, who was shot by a church security guard.
A courageous security staff member who probably saved many lives today.
The victims were taken to the hospital by ambulance. Springs Police and the El Paso County Sheriff's Office worked to clear all of the church buildings.
We're going to turn now to new information about that deadly shooting at Joel Osteen's mega church in Houston. We're seeing new video showing the chaos Sunday as the shots rang out. Police say the shooter was a 36-year-old woman with a history of mental illness who had attended the church in the past year. Omar Villafranca has the latest.
Investigators are sifting through chilling new videos like this, showing panicked churchgoers in one of the country's largest houses of worship. With her son by her side, police say 36-year-old Genesee Moreno walked into the megachurch carrying an AR-style rifle. When she was confronted by off-duty officers working security, she opened fire.
Police in Virginia say they stopped a potential mass shooting at a church with just moments to spare. They say the suspect was in the church vestibule with the congregation inside. Here's ABC's Alex Brachet tonight.
Tonight, police say they foiled a potential mass shooting at a Virginia church with just moments to spare.
This was a thwarted, diabolical plot to kill churchgoers in Haymarket, Virginia.
Authorities say 35-year-old Rui Zhang staked out the Park Valley Church about 40 miles west of Washington, D.C. early Sunday morning and posted threatening messages on social media.
Chaos during communion, caught on a live stream. It happened Saturday at St. Mary Magdalene Church during a first communion ceremony for 60 children, all second graders, in Abbeville, Louisiana. Police say a 16-year-old boy carrying a gun opened the back door of the packed church, but was immediately confronted and escorted away from the church by parishioners. The priest tries to calm everyone by asking them to recite a prayer, while altar servers can be seen running for cover and clergy ducking behind the altar. No one was hurt. The 16-year-old was arrested and taken for a mental evaluation.
People who live in this tiny Texas town are gathering in their community center tonight, anxious for updates on the injured, grieving the dead.
We all in here know what happened today, and it's something we all say,
does not happen in small communities.
Police say the gunman was young, white, and dressed all in black. He had an assault-style rifle and went into the church shooting. When he left, a neighbor approached the gunman with his rifle. There was a car chase. The gunman was found dead in his car. It's unclear if he killed himself or was wounded in a shootout. Police aren't identifying him and told reporters,
"If you came here and want to know the motive behind this shooting, you're going to leave here disappointed."
Thanks to the Lord, our God and King.
First Baptist Church posts its services online. This was last week, eerie to watch now. You get a sense of how small the congregation is, how young. It's unclear if what happened this morning was recorded.
Wilkins Avenue. The complainant says they have an active shooter in the building. A second call says they are being attacked.
Pittsburgh's darkest day began shortly before 10 o'clock. A gunman armed with an AR-15 assault rifle, 3 semi-automatic handguns, and hundreds of rounds of ammunition turned his fearsome arsenal on 24 mostly elderly worshipers gathered for Sabbath services.
Multiple gunshots are heard from the lobby, possibly 20 to 30 shots. Where is that? It's going to be at 5898 Wilkins Avenue, Tree of Life Synagogue.
The gunman burst through the lobby door firing, and then coldly and methodically he murdered, shooting defenseless members of each of the 3 congregations.
7-1, contact, shots fired. Okay, 7-1, shots fired. Give me additional resources, third floor.
Volley after volley could not dislodge the fortified gunman from the office. In the shootout, 2 more officers, Pittsburgh SWAT team members Anthony Burke would be shot in the wrist and Timothy Matson would suffer multiple gunshot wounds. But rather than face his own demise, the gunman began negotiating for his safety.
7-1, clear the air. We have a surrender in progress. Suspects crawling out. At this time, clear the air.
Active shooter situation, multiple patients at this time, at least 3 patients. Scene is not secure.
According to police, the shooter ran into a church in Vestavia Hills outside Birmingham just after 6 p.m. Thursday and shot at least 3 people, killing 2 of the victims. People jumping into action, holding down the suspect until police arrived.
Shooter's been held down. They've got the shooter restrained.
Live stream video captures the moment a gunman wearing a dark hoodie emerges from a back pew, drawing his gun and firing inside this Texas church during Sunday morning service. The gunshots sparking panic in the pews, worshipers seen ducking for cover, one man covering his wife with his own body. 6 seconds into the shooting, 2 members of the church security team returned fire, hitting the gunman, dropping him to the ground. 911 calls came shortly before 11 a.m.
Active threats, 1900 South Las Vegas Trail.
Inside the church, at least 5 other parishioners pulled out handguns and carefully approached the fallen gunman. One man kicks away his gun and picks it up.
It was a sad thing that he had to come into the congregation and hurt people, and it's a sad thing that we had to hurt him.
We're going to need help with patient care.
2 churchgoers and the gunman were killed.
The citizens who were inside that church undoubtedly saved 242 other parishioners.
Scary moments for churchgoers in Nashville yesterday when a man walked up to the pulpit and started waving a gun.
Now the pastor being hailed as a hero. Our Simone Woolridge joining us now with more on this incredible story with those incredible pictures too, Simone.
Tazaretta, the video in itself is just frightening here. Thankfully, no shots were fired and no one was hurt, but some churchgoers believed they were going to die. Take a look. This happened at the Nashville Light Mission Pentecostal Church. A man sitting in the front walked up to the pulpit and started waving a gun. You can see him there. He then told everyone to get up and started waving that gun in their direction. The pastor quickly tackled the gunman. You could see him come from behind there. Then members of the congregation jumped on him and held him until police arrived.